Hello everyone, I am Akladja. Welcome to Akladja Tarot. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, I said I wasn't going to do top down because my camera quality isn't good enough. However, I wanted to give it a try this week, so fingers crossed it works. Now, this week it is not a pick a card reading, it is one big reading for everyone. And this is my sofa. I don't have a table at this moment in time. But let me get your pile leader. Sorry if you can hear the floor squeak. Okay, your pile leader from the Modern Goth Tarot. Okay, focus. Spirits, gods, guides, universe. Can you give me a card from this deck that can represent the people who are drawn to this video's guidance they need right now? Thank you. You have the Page of Cups. It's a little distant, but hopefully you can still see it all right. And you have the Two of Swords on the bottom. Okay, as usual, I will be grabbing your runes from this deck and then grabbing the same one from this deck, unless this one also wants to give you a second one. Okay, so what is the rune for the people who are drawn to this video? And I apologize, my voice sounds terrible. I am feeling sick. Okay, what is the rune for these people? 2? I don't know. Oh, 3. Okay, aren't you guys lucky? You get 3. Okay, so you have Naudis, Thurisas, and Canas. Now how do I put them here? Okay. Pile leader, Naudis, Thurisas, and Canas. And I'll get the same runes from here unless there's another one. Okay. Is there another rune from this deck for these people? I'm not really feeling it. That was my finger that made that jump, so I'll get them. Naudis, Canas. Canas is enlightenment, knowledge, comprehension, insight, illumination, calling, purpose, and idea. So that might be a little difficult for you to see that from up there, but I can see the bottom bit, and I doubt you can read it. And then Thurisas and Naudis. Naudis. Need, restriction, disagreements, resistance, survival, necessity, lacking. Of course, it was the last one. Thurisas. Defense, challenge, danger, protection, attack, strength. An interesting reading so far for you. Okay. Let's grab some more cards to see what kind of picture is here. Like, what is it that these people need to know? Because you have a need for protecting yourself as you seek enlightenment. I don't know. Let's see. Instead of guessing, let's see what the Green Witch has to say. Okay. Can I get some clarifiers, please? What is this reading trying to say? Happiness. Excuse me. With marjoram and 15. 15 is 6. So, you need to protect yourself from anything that damages your happiness, that takes away from your happiness. Illuminate your happiness. Well, aren't you a mystery this week? Okay. Moon Witch. Can you explain what is this protection, the happiness, the need for protecting yourself? Oh, stupid cards. You and you. Wayne and Gibbous and Celine. And you got Hecate on the bottom. She was on the bottom before I did my pre-shuffle as well. Okay, so Celine is bringing light into someone's dark sky. Kenaz represents light as well. Hoping you can see everything. I think that one's a little... Sorry, this is a new setup. Okay, so... I think I could fit that there. Yeah. And then Winnie Givers is counting your blessings. Okay, counting your blessings and understand that you have also been in these dark times before, but you were able to find your way through it. So you can learn from yourself. That's what I'm saying. Be the light in your own dark sky. Remember the happiness that you had before to come through whatever kind of trouble you might be going through now. Now, I don't know whether this trouble is work or whether it's school, whether it's something personal. I'm not sure. My readings lately have been very much so around the whole, you've got something you need to triumph through. And I'm really sorry that that's the case, but I guess that the people called to my videos have something they need to work through. Okay, so bringing in some... Nope. I almost forgot your angel therapy cards. I was going to go straight... And you got Archangel Michael on the bottom. I was going to go straight into your tarot. Forgot this one. Okay. Right, so... What cards from this deck, or cards from this deck, can help with understanding this situation now? The light in the sky... Counting blessings, a need for protection, as you're, shining a light on something. What is it? Can you tell me? Or do you have something to add? Hey, the card came back out. Okay, so angel therapy cards don't necessarily mean that an angel is talking to you. It can mean that a guide is talking to you. However, with named cards, I will always tell you what it says. And it says, Archangel Michael, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel or someone who has similar energies to him, who's protecting and guiding you through the situation, or he or someone like him is protecting you. So what I'm seeing there is you've got a powerful figure in your life, whether that's a mom, a dad, a friend, a teacher, a god, maybe Michael. Well, you've got somebody who is willing to protect you. You need to know that they are protecting you, and they are the light in your life right now. And emotional sensitivity, honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to us all. You are feeling very up in the air right now. I think your emotions are running a bit wild right now. That's what I'm seeing from this. We'll see what tarot has to say. We'll get some Thoth Tarot. Sorry, I hit the thing. The tripod. Thoth Tarot. Can you give me 4 or 5 cards, please, to explain this need for protecting yourself and being the light in your sky and seeking happiness, please? And what does the Page of Cups have to say here? Page of Cups again. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle off screen. You know I'm grabbing them from here. This one, this one's sticking out as well. Okay, can we do it in 4 or do we need 5? Because I don't have enough space. So I don't think I could move these over a little bit. Okay, I think I could do it in 5. Okay. New setups are always a bit of a juggle. I'm hoping you can read these cards fine, but we'll see. Okay. Page of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, the 2 in Major Arcana, that's High Priestess. Sorry, they're in Spanish. That's High Priestess, not the 2. And you've got Queen. of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm seeing that you are transitioning through this trouble. Perhaps you already have, and you just need to, you just got a few little things to clean up. But we'll see what the Wild Unknown has to add to that. Okay, Wild Unknown, can you help me? Or spirits, gods, can you use this deck to help me? What is the Page of Cups saying? Page of Cups is saying Son of Wands. Son of Wands is a little off screen. Mostly seeing it. So Page of Wands is saying that Page of Cups is saying Page of Wands. Page? No, Knight of Wands. Sorry. Don't know why I'm suddenly forgetting how to read the Wild Unknown. As the Knight of Wands. Okay, so take action. And what is the Five of Cups saying? This wanted to be in reverse. Now, Kim Krans, the author of this deck, does not say to read in reverses. I read in reverses. So your Nine of Wands is in reverse. So, okay. And what is Four of Pentacles? This one jumped and then landed back down. The World card. Okay, and the High Priestess, or the Two as my sick brain said. What was the High Priestess saying? And why did Two jump out to me? Five of Pentacles. And what is the Queen of Pentacles saying? The Devil. Okay. And he got Hierophant in the bottom. Pages are all about getting ready for something. You are preparing now to protect yourself. You are becoming more emotionally strong, more put together in order to move into this era where you are taking action and taking control over something that you want to do in your life. And okay, and with the Five of Cups here. Yeah, the Five of Cups is transforming into a reverse Nine of Wands, isn't it? So I think that you weren't ready to take action because you didn't think that you had anybody there for you, or you didn't understand that you had the strength to do it yourself. And so you were stuck in this time where you felt disappointed, and you felt disappointed and you felt a little lost, didn't you? And that led you to feeling like you couldn't complete something in your life, because this is a stairway, right? But it was upside down. You felt like you couldn't take the next step. You didn't know what next step to take, even though really you knew you wanted happiness, right? I mean, we all seek something that makes us happy, but you didn't quite have that light yet, did you? You didn't have that light that light switched on. You couldn't see the light that you wanted to aim for. So you were stuck in this cycle, because the World card can mean a cycle. You're stuck in this cycle of just really feeling like you needed to keep everything stuck in this. You see this, everything's stuck in the box. So my hand's in the way. You see everything's in this box, right? You had all this stuff, all the things you already had here, and you were trying to control it a little too much. So the cycle kept repeating that you felt like you weren't in control. Now, a Four of Pentacles can also mean that you feel, okay, it's a little bit of a two-faced card. On one hand, it can represent that you're possessive over something. You're afraid to lose control over it. But on the other hand, it can also mean that you're feeling very good about it. And Yeah, and this one down here says, apparently this translates to power. So you could see this as, I'm seeing that a bit like a battery cell as well. So you had all your pieces to keep your battery going, but you didn't have the fuel for the fire yet. And you may have been feeling a little bit like you needed to control what you already had because you were just stuck in this cycle. You've been stuck in the cycle because you've been trying to keep control. And then with the high priestess can represent a bit of enlightenment as well. To me, she represents the whole enlightenment kind of way of being. Sorry, I feel real sick this week. I just don't want to take a break. I've got something to say, you know? Yeah, but the high priestess is about your intuition and your wisdom as well, right? So you felt strongly that it was time to get past this wilted rose stage, this heartbreak, this self deception that you don't have enough. Because count your blessings. You already have a support system in place, you already have people on your side. And I think that's the reason why Page of Cups has come up twice, is because it's telling you that, excuse me, you need to learn that the light is from within. The happiness you seek comes from within. And the devil is a temptation card. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's kind of got everything going, right? She's strong within herself. She understands that the things she wants to build, she builds herself. So what I'm really seeing there is you need to learn that you got to depend on yourself to get what you need. And you need to stop thinking that you're not in control, or you need to find a situation where you're able to regain the control. Now, this is kind of guesswork because I don't know what's going on in your life personally, but the fact that I'm seeing happiness and count your blessings, be a light in someone's dark sky, be a light in your own sky. You got Michael over here with protecting and guiding, and you got emotional sensitivity. Now, I'm not dissing your emotions. I'm a sensitive person myself. I'm a Pisces sun, Cancer moon, right? I'm very sensitive, but you need to protect yourself. You've got insight, illumination, and calling, your purpose. You need to understand that the purpose of this test, I don't know whether it's like a school test or theoretical test, spiritual test, but you're feeling very tested right now. But the light comes from within. The fire comes from within. And can I get a conclusion card from the Modern Golf Tarot, please? Any remaining messages here? Because this has been a very vague reading. General readings are very vague. I'm really sorry about that. But if you do feel like you want me to explain it a bit more, DM me on Instagram. I'm sure we can come to an agreement with that. But no pressure. You don't need to do that. Okay, so can we get a conclusion card, please? This happiness, this seeking happiness, being grateful for the blessings, needing to understand and being aware that there is protection on your side and protecting your emotions, getting rid of the temptations, the bad stuff, the things holding you back. Can we get a conclusion card, please, of how can they let go of this fear? Yeah, just realize that the strength comes from within. And I like that this strength card is a wolf. So your strength comes from within. You already have the strength to get this fire lit, this fire of creativity, or this fire, this light in your own sky. You already have that strength from within. And that's been a big theme lately, both in personal readings and in readings I've seen from other people and readings I've done on my channel already, is just strength. You just need to find the strength to get through this emotionally difficult time. At the time of recording this, now this is timeless, but at the time of recording this, there's been a lot of energy that is representing this emotional sensitivity, this emotional pain. But you see how she's comforting herself on her own wings. Comfort yourself, mother yourself. I know that's not a card that popped up, but Selene is a moon goddess, right? Even when the moon is not whole, even when the moon is not whole, the moon is still there. Shine your light in someone else's dark sky. I'm not seeing it as someone else's sky. I'm seeing it as you. You're just shining bright in your sky. And you see behind this person here, there is a big, I don't know if that's supposed to be the moon, but it looks like the sun to me because it's orange. But even if it is the moon will be whole. The moon has cycles and phases, just like you do. And this wolf is strong, protecting this person, but the person's also protecting the wolf. They're not the wolf. They're not afraid of each other. So you need the strength to understand that. Hey, look, it's a wolf up here as well. You need the strength to understand that the light comes from within. Now apply that to your life however it resonates. Maybe that means that you need to rely on yourself at work, at school, in family, or maybe you are on a more spiritual journey. Everyone has dark nights of the soul, as they call it. Everyone needs to deal with their own shadow aspect, as they call it. Yeah, I really do feel like that's all that I've got for you. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe. Hopefully this was at least somewhat better to read, because sorry, you can hear the dogs barking outside. Look, dogs, wolves. Um, Hopefully this was somewhat easy to read. If in editing I can see that it is okay to read, I will use this method from now on in most of my videos. But yeah, take care, stay safe, many blessings to you and yours, and maybe I'll see you again in another video.